Most people think building a multi-million-dollar portfolio requires a degree in finance, 10 computer monitors, and the ability to predict the next Apple or Tesla. But what if I told you that the smartest investors, the ones actually retiring early, are doing almost nothing? They aren't day trading. They aren't buying crypto moonshots. They are using a lazy portfolio strategy that outperforms 90% of professional hedge fund managers over the long run. Today, I'm stripping away the noise. I'm giving you the exact 3 ETFs you need to build a bulletproof, set it and forget it wealth machine. By the end of this video, you'll have a roadmap that takes less than 10 minutes a month to manage but has the power to turn a modest salary into a retirement fortune. Before we reveal the tickers, we have to address the biggest enemy of your bank account: complexity. Wall Street loves complexity because complexity is expensive. They want you to believe you need an advisor charging you a 1% fee to pick winning stocks. But here's the reality. According to the S&P Indices versus Active (SPIVA) scorecard, over a 15-year period, nearly 90% of active fund managers failed to beat the market. If the pros can't do it, why are we trying to beat them at their own game? Instead, we use ETFs, exchange-traded funds. Think of an ETF as a basket. Instead of buying one egg, a single stock like Netflix, you buy the whole basket. If one egg breaks, your breakfast isn't ruined. The goal of this 3 ETF portfolio is threefold: diversification. You own thousands of companies. Low cost, you aren't paying a middleman. Simplicity. You can explain this strategy to a 10-year-old. The first pillar of your portfolio is the engine. This is where the bulk of your growth comes from. You have two main choices here, and honestly, you can't go wrong with either. VTI, Vanguard, take total stock market. E by ETF. VOO, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. Why VTI? VT. I gives you exposure to the entire US investable market. That's over 3,700 companies. You own the giants like Microsoft and Amazon, but you also own the small cap companies that might become the giants of tomorrow. Why VOO? VOO tracks the S&P 500, the 500 largest, most profitable companies in America. Historically, the S&P 500 has returned an average of about 10% annually over the last several decades. Now, let's explore the math of wealth. If you invest $500 a month into an ETF like VOO and earn a 10% return, in 15 years, you're looking at over $500,000 or over $500,000. The expense ratio for these funds is usually around 0.03%. That means for every $10,000 you invest, you pay just $3 a year in fees. Compare that to a mutual fund charging 1%, where you'd pay $100. Over 15 years, that small fee difference can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost gains. Recommendation: if you want total peace of mind, go with VTI. It ensures you never miss out on the next big thing because you already own everything. Most investors suffer from home country bias. They only invest in what they see around them. But the US doesn't always win. There have been decades, like the 2000s, where US stocks went nowhere while international stocks surged. To protect your wealth, you need the VXUS, Vanguard Total International Stock ETF. VXUS holds over 7,000 companies located outside the United States. We're talking about Samsung, South Korea; Nestle, Switzerland; Toyota, Japan; ASML, Netherlands. By adding VXUS, you are betting on the human race, not just the American economy. If the US dollar weakens or the US economy enters a lost decade, your international holdings act as a stabilizer. The hook for the skeptics. You might ask, why bother? US stocks have crushed international stocks lately. You're right, lately. But markets are cyclical. Buying international stocks is like buying insurance for your portfolio. You'll be glad you have it when the tides turn. Now, we need something to keep the ship from tipping over during a storm. This is the anchor. Depending on your age and risk tolerance, you have two paths here. Option A, the traditional safety BND, Vanguard. Total bond market. ETF, BND, doesn't go up 20% in a year, but it also doesn't drop 30% when the stock market crashes. Bonds pay you interest, yield, and provide a cushion. When stocks go down, bonds often stay steady or go up as investors look for safety. Option B, the cash flow. Pivot, SCHD, Schwab, US dividend. Equity ETF. If you are younger and bonds sound boring, many investors choose a high-quality dividend ETF like SCHD. This fund buys boring, profitable companies that pay you cash just for owning them. Home Depot, Pepsi, Chevron. It's a way to get growth light with a consistent paycheck. For a truly simple wealth-building portfolio, BND is the classic choice. It's the sleep well at night ingredient. You have the ingredients. Now, how do you cook the meal? This is called asset allocation. A classic moderate portfolio looks like this: 60% VTI, the engine, 20% VXUS, the shield, 20% BND, the anchor. If you're in your 20s or 30s and want maximum growth, you might do 80% VTI and 20% VXUS, skipping bonds entirely for now. The beauty of this 3 ETF system is that you only have to do one thing: rebalance. Once a year, look at your percentages. If VTI grew so much that it's now 70% of your portfolio, sell a little bit and buy more of the others to get back to your target. This forces you to sell high and buy low, the golden rule of investing, without even trying. I want to be real with you. This strategy is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich-for-sure scheme. The first $10,000 is the hardest. It feels like nothing is happening. You'll check your account, and you'll see it went up by $40. You'll think, is this even worth it? Yes, compounding is a backloaded phenomenon. Most of the magic happens in the last 10 years of your journey. Your job isn't to be a genius. Your job is to be a machine. Automate your contributions. Set it so that the day you get paid, $200, $500, or $1,000 goes straight into these 3 ETFs. Don't watch the news. Don't listen to the market crash prophets on Twitter. Just keep buying the world's most productive companies. Building wealth isn't about the one big hit. It's about having a system that works while you sleep while you're on vacation, and while you're working your day job. These 3 ETFs, VTI, VXUS, and BND, give you a piece of every corner of the global economy for a price that is practically free. But I know what some of you are thinking. That sounds great, but I'm starting from zero. How do I actually get that first $100,000 to start the compounding engine? That is exactly what we're tackling in my next video. If you want to see the specific tactical moves to go from a $0 balance to your first 6 figures, which is the hardest part of the entire journey, you need to watch this next video. From $0 to $100,000, the smartest wealth-building strategy, even on an average income. Click your screen to watch it now, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to build wealth the simple way.